Hi everyone, Mary with the Breath of New Life. Hope you're doing well today. This video today is going to walk you through how to do some lymphatic drainage, somatic experience. And we'll be touching and tapping different parts of our lymphatic system to stimulate the flow of lymph in the body. So our lymph is the part of our body system that actually removes all of the rubbish, all of the garbage, all of the toxins out of our body. And so unlike other systems in the body, it does not have a pump. We have to pump it. So ways to pump it are walking is great, twisting is great, deep belly breathing is great. But this one that I'm going to show you is a systematic way that we can work with different parts of the lymphatic system to get it moving. The body loves this because it's with the touch, it's a very somatic experience. And so it's very grounding. It brings us into our body, brings us into the here and now. As we're working with it, I'll be reminding you to work with your breath, because when we've got the lymph moving and we're getting all this detox happening, we want it to leave the body with the exhale. And the exhale will actually do up to 70% of the detoxification of the body, which is pretty incredible. So this is a great process to do before sleep, before first thing in the morning, before you do any breath work or meditation. And it's also great to do before a walk, because it'll get things going. And then as you're walking or any kind of exercise afterwards, where there's going to be more breath, you're going to get more of that detoxification benefit. So without further ado, let's get started. So we're going to put fingers, so 2 fingers in front of the ear, 2 behind. And I just do that because then it's kind of even. And what we're going to do is you're just going to move up and down. And I just do this for maybe 20 or 30 seconds. I love to overthink lots of things, but don't like to overthink this. So just, as you get used to it, you'll kind of know yourself what feels good. And you might even notice some sensation. Like I always notice more on my right side. It's almost like sometimes I'll feel a little, like literally like a little cool sensation flowing down the inside of my ear. So now that we've done up and down, now you're going to make circles. So you're just going to circle. Make little circles on the skin there. And I'm doing a light touch. So I'm not putting a lot of pressure, but there's definitely a little bit of touch there. So again, as you do this, you'll kind of know how long feels good. So, but if you need a gauge to start, 20, 30 seconds. And once we're doing this, the third movement is we're going to tap. So we'll just tap. And I do have another video on this playlist where there is just the overview of the 6 spots and the actions that you'll be taking there. So that's kind of an overview, but this is kind of a, do it together video. Okay, and again, tap 20, 30 seconds. Don't overthink it. Do it until it feels good. Okay, so now we're going to move down to the collarbones. So again, rub back and forth. You can go up and down. Don't overthink it. Just kind of, we're just active. Think of this touch as just kind of activating, stimulating the area. And I like to do it skin to skin if you can. Obviously, if you're, colder climates, we might not be able to do this, colder time of the year, but it feels especially nice just from the somatic experience and the triggering of the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the body's rest and digest. That's always going to, skin on skin. So now we're going to make circles there. So again, just light touch, make little circles. And I'm just kind of, it's like right below the collarbones, kind of in the center. Don't overthink it. As long as you're in the general area, you are good to go. So I'm just going to move that a little bit. There you go. And so a lot of this, you can take time obviously in the morning to do it, but let's say you take a bus in the morning, like a lot of this you can do while waiting for the bus. You might look a little strange, but that's okay. Then we're going to tap. You can also do some of this in the car, waiting at red lights. So I love incorporating these things into things that we're already doing, because there are so many wellness things that we can do, and they all only take 5 or 10 minutes. But as you know, if you're, 5 or 10 minutes of stretching and 5 or 10 minutes of fascia work and 5 or 10 minutes of lymphatic work and 5 or 10 minutes of meditation and 5 or 10 minutes, suddenly that's an hour. And you need your sleep as well, girl. So, so yeah, just incorporate into things that you're already doing. Okay, next spot is going to be under the armpits. So back and forth or up and down, doesn't matter. Just get that area activated. Big lymph node area here. Another side note on this, if you are still wearing antiperspirant deodorant, stop. Just stop. Antiperspirant, we're stopping the body's very natural function of releasing toxins through the sweat. And so, you can use natural deodorants if you need to, but once you stop using antiperspirants, you'll find that your sweat won't even be smelly. So the little deodorant will be nice if you still like to have a scent. So now you're going to make circles there, okay? But antiperspirants are probably one of the most toxic things that we can do for our body, because we're putting chemicals right into an area of the body that's quite porous, and that's naturally supposed to be exiting toxins, not stopping the flow of toxins. So you're literally just kind of blocking channels. Don't want to do that. So tap, 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 tap. And start slow in the beginning. One of the things I used to do was in the beginning when I was transitioning is I would stop wearing antiperspirants going for a workout, because so many people put on antiperspirants going for a workout. Like, this is a great opportunity to purge so many toxins, and everyone expects you to sweat at a workout. And then I don't know about you, but I tend to come home and have a shower right after a workout, so you're not going to be smelly for long. So that's a good one. But the only place I ever wear antiperspirant, I wear it once or twice a year when I'm on a really long haul flight and I don't have access to, freshening up. Like, if I'm flying to Bali and it's an 18-hour flight, I might, if I'm feeling like I'm starting to perspire rushing through airports. But other than that, I don't do it. Okay, so now we're going to go to the belly. So start by just stimulating up and down. So love your belly, Us women, right, we're taught to suck it in. But this is your opportunity to love your belly. Maybe it's not the size or shape that you want, but there might be a lot of happiness and joy that went into building that little belly. You can always change it, but, I know I tend to overindulge in the summer, with so much more conducive to ice cream and having a cold beer and a lovely glass of wine, and the days are so long here and more inclined to be social. And so there's a lot of extra happiness in my belly in the summertime. And that's okay. Lots of happy memories there. I know how to rein it in when I have to. Okay, so now make circles if you're not already. And I like to go counterclockwise, because our digestion, which really means I'm starting on my right side and I'm moving to the left and up and around. So left side of my belly my right of my belly to the left and up and around. And this flows against the direction of your digestion. So that's a tap now, and I'm going to tap in that same direction. So our digestion runs the other way, so when you rub it, the opposite, it helps stimulate the digestion as well. So why not while we're here? All right, tap, 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 tap. There you go. Okay. So again, this is something you can do sitting down at your desk, taking a break at work. I'm doing it with two hands, but you can obviously do it with one hand. You're on a call, you're in a meeting, listening to something, a Zoom call. Work with your lymph, people. Okay. So now this is the one that maybe I would do in private. This is where we're going to get in the groin. You're going to, there we go, get my bow tie out of the way, my little fancy shorts here. So up and down, up and down. And again, this is one of the spots that for me, it's kind of like my ears. I really feel it. I can feel the drainage starting. It's like I just feel this weird energy flow all the way down the back of my leg when I start doing it here. So you're going to have different areas of your body where you're more sensitive to it. And maybe if this is your first time ever doing it, you might not have any sensitivity. Don't worry, that sensitivity will build. So now you're going to make circles. Circles. It's kind of like speaking a language, this communicating with our body this way, the somatic conversation that really we're having with our body. It's like learning any language. First time you hear Spanish when you're learning it, you've no freaking idea what they're saying. But maybe after a month you can go, oh, you know what? I thought they're talking about farm animals. And then, you hear it 100 times and you're a year in and you're like, oh yeah, they got a farm and they've got a sick animal and they're calling it that. So think of that with our body too. First time you're chatting to it, you might not get all the communications right. You might not get the answers. You might not hear it. You might not have a clue what it's saying. That's okay. You just keep your ears open. Communication is about not just giving the message, but receiving the message. So just stay open And just by doing what we're doing here, we are signaling the body that we are receptive to communicating with it, that we want to hear from it and we want to engage with it. So now we're going to go to the back of the knees. So up and down, or side to side, whatever floats your boat there. So, and again, this is one that you can do sitting down. Do this one while you're sitting on the bus, sitting on the train. So super easy, and it actually feels really soothing. I have a couple of other really soothing things we can do for our body that I'll go over in the next few days. I have great ambition at the moment to do loads of videos on like just these little things that can lower our cortisol, to not make circles back your knees, and also that just feel good. Just feels so soothing, like every time I do it. And I would say I do a lot of nervous system regulation, and it's still so nice to do this. Okay, and then tap, 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 tap. So maybe just, while you're doing this last one here, just notice what you're feeling in your body. Just start to communicate and just maybe start laying the groundwork like, body, I'd love to hear how you're feeling. It's okay to talk to your body. I do it all the time. You can do it silently or out loud. Both work. So, okay, so let's stand. Close your eyes now. I don't know about you, but I just can't stop this smile on my face. So I hope you enjoy that. Stay in that space. Notice how you're feeling. And stay tuned for more lymphatic. This is just one way to work with the lymph. There's many ways. So we'll be adding more over the coming weeks, but here's a great start. Mwah! Have a fantastic day.